Since COVID, everything has shifted. We've all felt it. The world isn't the same. It feels like something's missing. A lot of people have just accepted it. Life's become gray and robotic. Work, sleep, shit, repeat. We move through our days on autopilot, existing but not really living. But I bet you've felt it too. That spark we once had, it's gone for many of us. It's like we've collectively lost something along the way. Have you noticed it? That little piece of excitement or energy you once had? You're not alone. This feeling is common. You've probably told yourself, next year is gonna be my year, for real this time. Every new year rolls around and you make that promise to yourself, this year will be different. But let's be honest, it wasn't in 2023, it wasn't in 2024, and it won't be in 2025 unless you make a change. You have to force it to be different. You're not gonna wake up one day and find things magically changed. No, you have to create that change. And here's where I come in. I'm not here to pump you up with some cheesy motivational speech. I'm not selling you some fake inspiration. Motivation is like a sugar rush. It doesn't last. I'm here to give you the tools, the perspective, and the kick in the teeth you need to make 2025 your year. For real. You're probably thinking, I've been trying. I'm doing the work. I just need a little more time. But what does trying even mean? Trying is like dipping your toe in the water to see if the pool is cold. You're not jumping in. You're not committing. Here's the real question. Have you truly committed to your goals, or have you been dabbling in them? Think about that for a second. Are you really trying to achieve your goals, or are you just doing enough to feel like you're doing something? Have you ever started a fitness routine, then quit after a few weeks? Maybe you started a business idea, but abandoned it when the reality hit. Have you ever said, I'm too busy, when you didn't even make a solid effort to organize your time? Stop pretending that trying is enough. You're either in or you're not. Raise your hand if you've ever said, I don't have time. Funny, because I'm pretty sure you had time to scroll through TikTok for hours yesterday. You had time to binge watch that show for the 4th time, even though you've already seen it. And you had time to sit around and wonder, where did my day go? You have time. You're just not using it wisely. Let's break this down. You have 24 hours in a day. Now let's do some math. 8 hours of sleep, if you're lucky. 8 hours of work, school, or whatever you do to earn money. 2 hours of eating, commuting, or existing. That leaves you 6 hours. Now ask yourself, what are you doing with those 6 hours? Are you spending them scrolling aimlessly, or are you doing something that brings you closer to your goals? Don't tell me you don't have time if you're wasting it. Time is a choice. How you use it is up to you. Here's the reality. Things are not getting cheaper. Have you noticed how prices on everything, food, rent, gas, even the basic stuff are rising? Inflation's not just a buzzword anymore. It's a reality we're all feeling. Take a moment to think about it. Can you afford to keep waiting? Can you afford to keep putting off your dreams and goals? Because the world isn't going to slow down or become more affordable. If anything, things will get harder. It's not just about the prices going up, it's about opportunity costs. The longer you wait to make moves in your life, the more opportunities pass you by. While you're sitting back, someone else is seizing the chance you've been afraid to take. And that gap between the person who takes action and the person who waits is growing wider. So, can you afford to keep waiting? If things are getting more expensive and opportunities are passing by, you have to ask yourself, what's the cost of inaction? Here's the truth. There are no excuses anymore. You live in the most resource-rich era in history. Want to start a business? You've got tutorials, AI tools, and templates ready to guide you. Want to get fit? Apps, YouTube channels, and fitness communities are here to keep you on track. Want to learn a new skill? There's a platform for everything. You can learn anything for free, or close to it. So let me ask you this, why aren't you doing it? Why aren't you using the tools right in front of you? You know how many hours are wasted scrolling through social media, watching other people live their lives when you could be building yours? Think about it. When you scroll, you're consuming, but you have the potential to create, to produce, You have the potential to become the version of yourself you're constantly watching online. The issue isn't the resources, it's that you're not grabbing them. Are you ready to make the most of the opportunities around you? You want to make more money? Cool. You want to get fit? Awesome. You want to be happy and fulfilled? Great. But what's your plan? Here's a question for you. Do you have systems in place to achieve your goals? Or are you hoping for things to just happen? Want to save money? Are you tracking your expenses? Are you automating savings? Or are you hoping that at the end of the month, you'll somehow have money left over? Want to get fit? Are you sticking to a workout routine? Do you have a plan for meal prep and rest days? Or are you just winging it and hoping for the best? Without a system, your goal is just a wish. A system is a way to make sure you show up, even on the days you don't feel like it. Systems are what make you consistent. They're what separate people who talk about success from people who actually achieve it. Do you have systems in place for your success? Or are you still waiting for things to magically happen? Let's be real for a second. Success is not sexy. It's not glamorous. Most of the work is boring, repetitive, and exhausting. You'll have to wake up early when you'd rather sleep. You'll have to skip plans to put in extra hours. You'll have to make sacrifices. The grind isn't supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be necessary. So ask yourself, are you prepared to embrace the grind? When you're working on your side hustle and nobody's cheering you on, will you keep pushing? When the workout is hard, when you're tired, will you still hit the gym? The grind is the price of success. It's easy to get caught up in the dream of success, thinking it will come instantly, thinking it's all about the end result. But here's a hard truth. The grind is where it happens. The grind is what shapes you. You don't get to skip the hard part. You have to embrace the process. You've probably heard it a million times, everything in moderation. But here's the truth. Balance is overrated. Success isn't about balancing everything equally. It's about prioritizing the things that matter. And when you prioritize, other things have to slide. Want to get fit? You can't go out every weekend. You have to prioritize sleep, nutrition, and workouts. Want to build a business? You can't binge watch Netflix every night. You have to prioritize time to work on your goals. Are you ready to prioritize your dreams over distractions? What are the things you've been giving too much energy to that are actually holding you back from real progress? Take a moment and really think about it. If you want something badly enough, you have to let go of other things. Are you really trying, or are you just dabbling in your goals, hoping they'll work out with half effort? Effort will give you short-term results, but consistent effort will transform your life. Ask yourself, am I really committed to my goals, or am I just pretending I'm trying? There's a huge difference between effort and consistent effort. One will keep you stuck, the other will change your life. You've watched the motivational videos, you've heard all the advice, but here's the truth. If you're not taking action, you're not going anywhere. Watching content is great, but it's not enough. You have to take the first step. You have to act. So, what's it gonna be? Are you just gonna sit there and watch your life pass by? Or are you ready to start doing? Ask yourself, what's one thing I can do today that will move me closer to my goal? This is it. The moment you decide. Am I in, or am I gonna be having the same conversation with myself next year? The world isn't gonna change for you. You're not gonna wake up and find everything fixed. But you can change. And when you change, everything else starts changing around you. So, are you ready to take 2025 by the horns, or are we gonna have the same conversation next year? You've got this. If you commit to yourself, 2025 can be your year. Yo, if you felt that, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment below. How are you making 2025 the year that you stop waiting for things to change and take control of your life? Catch you in the next one.